speaking more than death. So someone would rather be in the casket than read the eulogy.
You're kidding me.
I am so serious. You can actually Google it.
Yeah?
A lot of people fear public speaking.
I can imagine. Yeah.
It's very common.
It's very common. Wow. So, stage fright is also part of it. I mean, part of it. It's like you're thinking, oh my God, these guys are judging me. They think I'm not so good looking. They think I have a horrible voice.
Yes.
Let me ask you,
Yes.
the first, because I'm sure you've been on stage severally, talking to maybe even some, because I know you also have a program that you offer when you're talking to your students. Talk to me about the first time you actually had a public speaking engagement. What was going on through your mind? Were you judging yourself a lot as well?
Now, on the contrary, I was not judging myself that much. But what I can tell you for a fact is I never liked listening to my own voice. I would tell guys, no, don't even play my voice. I don't want to hear it. Like, I would criticize it. I'm like, no, I should have said that better. I should have done this. But when it comes to confidence is something I've honed for some time.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, when I go on stage, I just shut out every negative voice. Yeah. I'm there. If you like me, well. If you don't like me, it's okay. Yeah. So, but
even
that
from
part
the get-go, you actually had that confidence.
I've always been confident, and it's more of a defense mechanism. Because I learned how to be confident, especially when you're dealing with bullies, you're dealing with people who say mean things. Yeah. You have to be confident.
Yeah. So talk to me about this whole voice thing. Because you have to give yourself feedback, especially if you're just getting into this game. If you don't have somebody to give you feedback, let's say they're not under a program like yours, when you record yourself on your phone, you have to judge yourself. You have to tell yourself, okay, fine, maybe I'm stuttering a lot. I'm doing the hum a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to be more clear. My words are, I don't know, maybe I'm stretching my words. You know what I mean? So what is the problem? Why do people just instantly hate their voices?
I don't know, but I think it's so common. And someone said the highest form of self-love is accepting your recorded voice, because nobody likes their own voice. You kind of think it sounds different. Do I sound like that? There's always that thing. Yeah. Everyone goes through it, I believe.
And yet, from other people's perspective, it sounds very normal.
Yeah, guys tell you have an amazing voice, and you're like,
yeah.
Mnanichocha nini?
So if you listen to yourself, say you've recorded yourself saying a speech. What are some of the things you're supposed to look out for in order to improve?
What I do, and something that we advise our clients to do, if you record yourself, the first thing, mute that video and then watch yourself how you talk without listening to your own voice.
Oh, it's just the audio?
Yeah, just the video.
Oh, just the video?
Just the video first.
Oh, interesting. Oh.
So that you can critique yourself. Then once you're done, now unmute it and then don't look at the video. Just listen to your voice. Okay. And it is going to be uncomfortable, but you have to do it. And then you're going to listen to how you're emphasizing some words. Do you have filler words? All that. Are you trying to be funny, and humor is not exactly your forte? You have to really, really critique yourself, but not in a way that you put yourself down. Yeah. You have to love yourself. Just accept, like, this is just constructive criticism.
Yeah. And is it better for you to listen to yourself, or you'd rather somebody else critique you at first? Both.
Yes, both.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I can imagine, because when you're critiquing yourself, you're probably not honest enough.
Or you can even be hard on yourself. Oh. And then you quit. You're like, you know what? This is not for me. Yeah. Maybe it's for some people. Yeah.
That's interesting. So let's head into the tips now. The practical tips of public speaking. Just give us a breakdown now for somebody who's just getting started into, they're getting, maybe they want to be like a paid public speaker, because apparently it's like a career. Some people actually get paid for this stuff. I'm like, wow. So what are some of the tips in order to be a superb public speaker? What are some of the things that you need to have going on? Do's and don'ts. Maybe we can start over there.
The first one, and the most important, understand that public speaking is not a gift. You are not born with it. It's a skill that you hone. Yeah. Yes. And the famous Obama speech, the one, yes, we can. Yeah. Apparently, he rehearsed it 77 times.
What?
77.
Oh, my goodness. You're kidding me, man.
Oh, yes. And someone would watch him and say, you know what? Obama was born like an orator and all that. Not at all. There's a lot of preparation that goes on behind the scenes. Right. It's only that you don't see it, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Yeah. So to be a good public speaker, you must research, you must prepare. There's no shortcut.
Get your subject right.
Get your subject right. Understand your audience.
Understand your
audiences are different.
Yeah.
How you're going to talk to this audience is not how you're going to talk to the other audience.
Okay.
Different audiences, different messages, different way of speaking.
Yeah.
Another thing that can help is learning to read the room. Public speaking is about, when you're speaking, look out for things like attention. Are your audience paying attention?
Yeah.
Are they attentive? Are they engaging? Because if they're just watching you, they don't respond, they don't do anything, then you've lost them. And you're supposed to make sure that you get them back.
Yeah. Let me ask you, for somebody who, because we have a lot of listeners who are, of course, in the diaspora. Now, say, for example, somebody's a foreigner. How do they approach preparing to speak with somebody from a different culture, for example? Now, if you're going to speak with Kenyans, what is so unique about the Kenyan audience that you need to get right if you're preparing to say a speech? Yeah.
Audience analysis is extremely important. You have to understand your audience. You have to break your audience into, number one, their socio-economic background. It matters.
Yeah, okay.
Their age, it matters. Their gender, religion. All these things matter, because how I'm going to speak to a group of feminists in Nairobi is not how I'm going to speak to a group of religious people. The fact that I'm going there, it's not about what you want to say. It's about what your audience understands and accepts. It's not about you. It's about them. So you have to speak their language. Otherwise, they would not like you and they'll just shut you out.
What do you think captivates Kenyans? What do you think amuses Kenyans? Like, if you're a speaker, what's going to get guys smiling over here? Like, our culture is different. There's certain things that impress us that wouldn't impress a South African, I would imagine. From your observation. It's hard to
narrow it down.
Yeah?
It's hard to narrow it down.
You think you should be funny, crack jokes maybe?
You can, but don't take it too
jokes.
far. Don't take it too far.
Yeah?
Especially avoid topics like religion and politics. They're very emotive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd not know what the other person feels about something.
Okay.
So technically, like what you always advise is religion, politics, just leave it out.
Avoid.
Yeah.
What about somebody struggling from stage fright? Like, okay, fine, the subject is amazing, but some of you can tell they're sweating, they're shaky. What are some of the rituals that you can do before you get onto the stage? Some things, the practical things that you can do. Preparation is everything. Like the success of your speech is determined even before you step on the stage. It is determined before. Because you've understood your audience, you've understood the message, you've understood what you're going to start with. What type of public speaking is it? We have 4. Is it extemporaneous? Is it memorized? Is it impromptu? Is it manuscript? You have to understand what type of public speaking, what method you're going to use. So a lot of your success as a public speaker starts behind the scenes. Wow. I usually see people praying.
Yes, it helps.
Somebody jogging. I'm not listening to like some hip-hop music or maybe classical music. Do you think those things help?
They do. I listen to rumba a lot.
Veregola.
Madilu. I'm always there.
You're just the one.
Yes, I love
What feeling
that.
does it give you when you listen to rumba?
Calmness. And then breathing. Somehow, the brain does not panic when you breathe in. Like, even when you have an anxiety disorder, you're always told, breathe in, hold your breath, like 4, 7, 8. Breathe in, like when you're counting 1 until 4. Hold your breath, counting 1 until 7. Then gently release your breath, like 1, 2, 3 until 8. Slowly.
Fantastic. What? I've never known. That's amazing.
It's a Chinese thing. It's a Chinese traditional thing.
Yeah, so count till 4.
7. Hold your breath for 7.
Yeah.
And then now release it when you're slowly, not just
for 8
like,
seconds.
Yeah, for 8 seconds, for count until 8.
Yeah.
It really helps.
Yeah. Okay, so well, how early should people get into this public speaking thing? Like, especially because I generally believe fortune favors the young. Would you encourage, kids as young as primary school, probably even like nursery school, to start? This is something that you need to just learn maybe at a later stage in your life. Because I know there's some parents who are like, my boy is so expressive, maybe I need to teach them public speaking. Is it advisable to teach like the younger ones as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm going to quote someone called Gerald Ford, who said, if I was to go back in school, I would learn 2 things. Writing and speaking in public. The reason is the way this world works, it favors confident people. It's not really about your technical skills. It is about your social skills, your confidence. And public speaking gives you that. So it will give you a niche over the rest. The sooner you learn it, the better.
The sooner you learn it, the better. Exactly. Because when I engage with certain kids, like even my cousins, my nephews and nieces, there's some who are very well articulated and very confident. Even if they're not smart per se, I just judge them as smart. I'm just like, wow, this kid has a bright future.
The halo effect.
Exactly, the halo effect. So communication is really important. So say somebody stutters a lot. you know, is there a way you can actually reduce that? What are some of the things that you can do to reduce those things?
Okay, to start off, when it comes to stuttering now is a speech disorder. We don't handle it under public speaking. But when it comes to filler words, instead of saying, so, pause. There is power in pausing.
Yeah.
Pause before replying. Like when someone asks you something, just pause. It makes you appear more intelligent. Just pause.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, for example, ask me a question. Any.
Okay, how was you? No, okay. How was your day?
Well, my day was good. It looks like I took my time thinking.
Yeah, you took a 2-second break over there. Oh, that's amazing. That means you're very keen. You want to give me like legit feedback.
And it means I'm listening to understand, not to reply. There's a difference.
Yeah, what about using big words?
No, pedantic diction is not advised because, yes, you may want to come across as someone more sophisticated.
Yeah.
But do your audience understand? Just stick to pedestrian diction. Simple language that is easily understood.
Right.
When you speak like PLO Lumumba, yes, we will wow and say wow.
Yeah.
But guys will be like, Anamanisha, what is that?
Yeah. So it throws people off.
It does. And now that means you will not have communicated, you'll have informed. Because there's a difference between communication and information.
Oh, talk about that.
Information is simply putting out information out there. But when I get through to you, it means I've communicated.
Yeah. And what about body language? How can you tell this is somebody, this is a lady or a dude who is extremely confident? You know what I mean? Instantly, if they're selling something to you, you're bought in. You know what I mean? Just by the body language. So how would you judge somebody as being confident by the body language? What should I have going on?
You should look out for what you call the open body language.
Yeah.
Open body language is when they're walking straight, chin up, shoulders back.
Yeah.
They're walking purposeful strides. They're not hurrying up, neither are they going too slow. When they walk into a room, they have what we call executive presence.
Well, okay.
Executive presence. They are confident.
Yeah.
Apart from that, they use gestures. You know, they're not crossing their hands or their feet. If I want to know if someone is not comfortable, for example, in an interview, I'll just watch their feet. If they've crossed their feet, it means they're trying to hold back some information.
Yeah. I think you mentioned that the previous time we had a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. What about when people start, like, you know how people, like, you can stand like this? What does this mean? Does it mean anything?
Closed body language.
So you're judging me as like I'm hiding something. It's like I'm just like, I'm too conservative. I'm closed.
Conservative. It's like you don't want anyone to talk to you. You're just there because you want. It's not like you want to be there, but when you just, you know, for example, let me demonstrate.
Okay.
If I say by show of hands, how many have a question? You see?
Yeah.
By show of hands, how many have a question?
Yeah.
Which one would you answer? By show of hands, how many have a question?
Yeah.
By show of hands, how many have a question?
The first one.
Why?
Because you're demonstrating, you're using your hands to...
Because this one makes me look welcoming.
And then your tonation as well.
Yes, and it is welcoming.
Yeah.
But now when we do this is power. So ini kama una option. Nani ako na swali? Nani ako na swali? Nani ako na swali?
Ukifanya hivi, it's like you're not even expecting.
Yeah, for example, when you go to meetings, the boss would always talk and say, now, I want you guys to focus on this. They would not say, I want you guys to focus. They would say this.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The placenta, the reflexa, we call them the placetas and reflexes, these ones. This is power and dominance, this one.
Right, yeah. That's power and dominance. It's like you're looking down on us.
Yeah, you're like, I'm na option. So HR, focus on that. Where are we with that? And where are we with that? Yes.
Yo, that's crazy, man. What? That's a deep... Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, some bosses don't even know that they're actually looking down on the people by using their hands like this. Just it's like you're just like, see. You don't even want you're not even expecting a response from your employees, from your people, your team. So it's about 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's take a short break. And then we come back and continue this conversation. One thing that I'm really particular about is negative self-talk. You keep on talking smack about yourself. I'm so ugly. Oh my God. I have a horrible voice. These guys probably think I'm not even smart. Look at my shoes. They're ugly. I can imagine that's what people tell themselves on stage.
All the
Especially,
time.
I can imagine. So we'll talk about that in how to dress, stuff like that. Right now, Ice Cube, It's My Ego, but first, let's pay some bills.
Are you a young person looking to unlock your potential? Are you ready to take the future in your hands? If so, then listen up. KCB to Jejiri is the